Hello everyone, welcome to Tzu Chi This Week. I'm Duncan DeAeth and it's great to have you with us. Volunteers in the United States hold a winter clothing distribution for impoverished residents of Brooklyn. A family in New Taipei who has been living without hot water in their home receives a gift for the winter from Tzu Chi. And in Keelung, Taiwan, a man whose life was saved by TIMA doctors becomes a volunteer to show his gratitude. North Carolina in the U.S. was severely flooded by Hurricane Matthew in early October. Since then, Tzu Chi volunteers from Washington, D.C. have conducted disaster assessment for those in need. Recently, in Tarboro, to help residents recover, they distributed cash cards to 268 households, totaling $107,200 US. Let's see how Tzu Chi is helping this community get back on its feet.
This is one of the hardest hit areas in North Carolina. So we're partnering with the Buddhist Tzu Chi Foundation to make sure that resources are brought into this area specifically because of the amount of damage that was done.
All these people are disaster survivors from the Hurricane Matthew. Most of them got all flooded and they have no place to go.
El día del huracán Matthew, yo estaba con mi familia en la casa.
The water rose, it was strong and brought lots of garbage. We couldn't get out. The cars were destroyed and we still can't drive them today.
Cuando regresamos, entramos a la casa.
When we returned home, we saw nothing could be salvaged. This is what's left inside my house. Outside, it's worse.
Las casas son basura ahora.
Tissue Foundation, they made us feel really good here. You know, they came to help us, and I'm really appreciative of it.
We are not just helping the people, to help the people, each other. This is our commitment.
Vine con mi mamá para ayudar.
I came with my mom to get help, but ended up helping Hispanic people who needed translation because I like to help them.
The one on my right is peace, and on my left is happiness. So during their lowest times, like after this flood, that they can recover and they can feel the happiness and care that we give to them by the debit card or the blankets that we give them.
Nos ayudaron económicamente.
They helped us financially with blankets and other stuff. I'll use the aid money we got for rent. It's nice to know we have the help of many people.
Tenemos la ayuda de mucha gente.
People have come all the way from the other side of the world to just help us, just to give us a chance to get back on our feet. And I really appreciate that.
We feel like that helping people is also helping yourself.
I just want to be a part of the solution. I want to be one of those people that helps.
You can feel that you are all blessed and then you can be a stronger person.
4 years ago, when Superstorm Sandy hit the east coast of the United States, Tzu Chi volunteers helped residents of Brooklyn's Coney Island with aid distributions. Since then, their love for the residents of Brooklyn has never wavered. Recently, a winter clothing distribution was held at a local church to help residents stay warm in the cold weather.
9 in the morning, Tzu Chi volunteers from the New York chapter have arrived at the venue to set up for the winter clothing distribution. Many of the recipients have also arrived to line up outside the church. Many people have heard of the organization before.
I read about you guys in the newspaper and during Hurricane Sandy. I think it's a great organization. I think you guys are very helpful, very giving, very supportive of the community.
I've heard of Tzu Chi. It was due to Superstorm Sandy when they were distributing cash cards and helping the victims.
Tzu Chi's friendship with Brooklyn can be traced back to the Superstorm Sandy disaster 4 years ago. The New Church International's pastor, Edwin, fondly recalls his first memories of Tzu Chi.
As I was looking for help, I saw the Tzu Chi Foundation on television. I made the phone call immediately, and within 5 minutes I made a connection. A couple of days after that, Tzu Chi Foundation was right here. They actually were able to sort out all the needs of all the families. And the first event that we had out of this place with Tzu Chi Foundation was to actually help those families financially. That not only that they were able to get a certain amount that day, But I also know the Tzu Chi Foundation did a follow-up with each one of these families so that they could see if there were other things that they needed and actually provided to them, even if it was even more financial help. And that was wonderful.
Though 4 years have passed, many of the residents who have suffered through Sandy have yet to recover and found the clothing winter distribution much helpful in these winter days.
Very much necessary because a lot of people are suffering. We were hit hard by Superstorm Sandy. So many people had lost so much.
It's very necessary. We are just recovering from Hurricane Sandy. It gets very, very cold out here to a lot of people. A lot of people are homeless. A lot of people don't have coats. And you guys came today and provided a very great service. There's so many people in need. It's very cold during this winter season.
4 years and Tzu Chi continues to help this hard-hit community. In the future, volunteers promise to offer their support wherever it is needed to ensure the community will have a warm upcoming holiday.
For 6 years in a row, Tzu Chi volunteers from Guangdong have held winter aid distributions in Zhongluotang town. This year, a total of 802 people are receiving Tzu Chi's assistance. The rice given to the residents is not only of high quality, but the packaging was a work of love between volunteers and the rice suppliers. Here's more.
Tzu Chi volunteers sing a song to welcome everyone. The aid supplies have been neatly organized as the 2016 winter aid distribution for Guangdong's Zhongluotang is about to begin.
From 2012, the Tzu Chi Foundation has supported the town's impoverished residents. This is the 6th year the foundation has held a winter aid distribution in our town.
Each of the volunteers are here to help them get through these difficult times, even though we are strangers. On behalf of the Tzu Chi Foundation, we give you our warmest wishes and best regards.
This year, volunteers helped 381 households get through the winter with the distribution of rice, cooking oil, and other sundries. The rice is packaged attractively due to cooperating between the rice vendor and Tzu Chi.
The rice vendor mentioned that each bag was 0.03 more than he estimated, and in total he spent some 3,000 renminbi on the rice packaging. But he was glad to have done so, as he was happy to see such a final product given to aid recipients.
Through 6 years of love, this dedication and commitment has yet to change. And while the chill of the winter has yet to arrive, residents' hearts are already warmed by Tzu Chi.
A family of 3 in Taipei City's Shizidao had to rely on the water heater at the Beito incinerator swimming pool to take hot showers in the winter. After being notified by Taipei City's Department of Social Welfare, Tzu Chi volunteers found the family and installed a water heater in their home, which will keep them warm throughout the coming winter. Let's find out more.
The notes posted on the wall writes the opening hours of Beito incinerator swimming pool. 3 members of the Li family rely on the water heater at the swimming pool to take a hot shower.
The swimming pool has its break time. It doesn't open from the morning till the evening, so we cannot go there any time. There are shifts in the morning at noon or midnight.
Living in Taipei City's Dao, Mr. Li, a single father, raises his 2 children alone. As this family live in an abandoned iron factory and their water heater broke down 2 or 3 years ago, they take a cool shower at home in summer while a hot shower at the Beito incinerator swimming pool in winter.
I feel sorry for my 2 children because I am unable to give them a comfortable living environment.
After the Department of Social Welfare referred this family to Tzu Chi Foundation, Tzu Chi volunteers want to give them a gift before winter season. Besides installing a new water heater for them, this volunteer also gives them a security checkup. The volunteer is renewing the old electric wires in the house to maintain a safe living environment.
I work to help them. I feel very happy to do all this for them.
Now I no longer need to worry about taking a shower. I won't need to take my children to the incinerator because it is not open every day.
Originally, we wanted to invite some brothers and sisters here to help them clean the environment today, but Mr. Lee declined our assistance, and he said that he already felt moved by our care.
With the warmth and love given by Tzu Chi, this family of 3 can finally get through winter days.
In Taiwan, a woman's house in Fengyuan district of Taichung was severely devastated by Typhoon Maggie in late September. Since her husband left her with heavy debt after he passed away, she has relied on a meager income to support her family. Since she was unable to repair her damaged home on her own, Tzu Chi volunteers decided to come and help her repair the roof and repaint the walls, all while sharing warmth and love.
Tzu Chi volunteers are working together to move the furniture into Miss Wu's house. The house looks completely new after it was greatly damaged by Typhoon Maggie in late September this year. Miss Wu feels terrified as she recalls the day of the typhoon.
As the wind was very strong, my son and I were forced to evacuate his place because it was very dangerous and we could not stay here.
Miss Wu lives a difficult life as her husband left her with heavy debt after he passed away. Now she relies on her meager income to support her family. She feels fortunate that Tzu Chi has come to help her renovate the roof, paint the walls, and fix electric wires.
Sister Yu Shou said that I could go to work and she would help around my home. I feel great and thankful. She worked even harder than me. They helped me with everything in the house because I didn't know what to do.
In addition to repairing the house for the mother-son pair, volunteers also communicate with their relatives to help give them a comfortable living environment.
This house is located on the land which is owned by all of them, so their relatives have some opinions about this. To solve this problem, I try to communicate with them every day.
Tzu Chi volunteers are celebrating the completion of the repair work by pasting a special couplet and hanging radishes at the door. They have also helped Miss Wu relieve her worries and have encouraged her to bravely face her future.
In Taiwan, a solitary senior in Keelung ignored a wound on his right heel and it became severely ulcerated and life-threatening. Thanks to TIMA members and Taipei Tzu Chi Hospital, his life was saved by amputating his right leg. Now, he wants to pay back society by devoting his time volunteering at free clinics and Tzu Chi's recycling stations.
A solitary senior, Mr. Chen, who lives in Keelung, has long ignored the wound on his right heel, which led to severe ulceration. After discovering his poor health 3 years ago, TIMA members referred him to Taipei Tzu Chi Hospital.
We were wondering why he kept falling down. Then we finally found out the reason after consulting many specialists from different medical departments.
Because of bone marrow cancer, Mr. Chen had his right leg amputated to save his life. Volunteers then fitted a prosthetic leg for him.
It seems like I have more strength in my leg. Unlike before, now I can lift up my leg and walk.
Now, Mr. Chen brightens his life by helping out at Tzu Chi's recycling stations, as well as free clinics in remote areas.
Also in Keelung, a man, Li Shiwei, weighed 160 kilograms, which caused him to lose the ability to walk. Thanks to a medical team at Taipei Tzu Chi Hospital, his health condition improved after receiving treatment, and he was released from the hospital in September. To thank Tzu Chi and pay back society, he is joining TIMA members caring for the elderly in remote areas of Shuangxi, New Taipei. In April this year, 41-year-old Li Siwei needed to be carried out of his house because he weighed 160 kilograms and couldn't walk. With the assistance of a medical team from 10 different departments at the Taipei Tzu Chi Hospital, Li Siwei gradually improved his health.
I couldn't lift my legs before, but now I can do it, and I can also lift my hands. Also, I originally couldn't turn over my body, but now it's not a problem for me.
After 5 months, the hospital hosted a press conference to announce that Li had been released from the hospital.
Thanks for your care over the past 5 months, enabling me to stand up and walk. I'm very happy, and I think I'm fully reborn.
Early winter this year, Li joined TIMA members to help out at a free clinic in Shuangxi District, New Taipei. The elderly people in Shuangxi are encouraging Li Siwei, while the medical volunteers came to take care of them.
I feel warmth and love as they all blessed me. I want to learn from Tzu Chi's sisters so that I can also care for the elderly in the future.
His sister said that his life is actually given by Master Zhen Yan. He wants to make his life more meaningful by carrying out the acts of giving.
Li Siwei's weight has decreased to 110 kilograms, and he is able to walk now. His new page of life will start from devoting his time to helping the needy. In Shanghai, China, all 3 members of the Wu family suffer from illnesses. The father suffers from motor neuron disease, while the mother has diabetes. Their only son, Wu Xiaodong, was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease 2 years ago. The mother's low blood sugar resulted from the strain of constantly taking care of her husband and son. Seeing the mother's situation, Tzu Chi volunteers stepped in to take care of the family, hoping to help the mother get back on her feet soon.
Sitting on the hospital bed, Xiaodong's mother looks anxious as she worries that no one can take care of her ill husband and son when she is hospitalized.
Mrs. Wu is hospitalized now, and who can look after her husband? At the time, I told her not to worry about her husband because we would take good care of him.
With the commitment of volunteers, Mrs. Wu can finally forget about her worries and recuperate. During her hospital stay, volunteers look after her husband and son every day. 3 members in the Wu family all suffer from chronic illnesses. Mr. Wu, who is 68 years old, has suffered from motor neuron disease for 12 years, while Ms. Wu suffers from diabetes. Also, 36-year-old Wu Xiaodong was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease 2 years ago, which forced him to leave his job. Volunteers started to care for the family at the beginning of the year and have formed a good relationship with them.
When I was looking after Xiaodong's father during that time, I discovered something unusual from the expression in his eyes, so I felt scared. After I took care of him for a period of time, he looks completely different, as if he had trusted me. For this, I feel very happy.
Since young Xiaodong has improved his health even though he was seriously ill, you will also recover from your illness. You should walk slowly every day and should not worry your mother. This way you can take care of your parents.
Besides giving support to Wu Xiaodong, volunteers also accompany him to undertake the rehabilitation process to prevent his health from getting worse so that he can take good care of his parents.
A Tzu Chi concert was held in Beijing, China, with famous singers who touched the hearts of audiences with their wonderful songs. Local Tzu Chi volunteers were there early preparing the venue so the performance would run smoothly. Let's check out the event.
It is cold in Beijing, China, but Tzu Chi volunteers hold a concert at the concert hall of Sunshine Insurance Group with warmth. This song by Wang Fang details the delicate relationship between the parents and their children, although they live far apart. It is very touching.
我也会想到我爸爸，因为
It reminded me of my father because I don't see him that often. I want to be near him.
很想近距离跟他就是在一起。在他哭完之后
After she stopped crying, I feel it has touched me, but what I have also sensed is something warm.
To make this concert possible, Tzu Chi volunteers are very attentive in cleaning and setting up the venue.
说句心里话啊
Here's something from my mind. After I finished it yesterday, I was really exhausted because I don't know how many times I had to run up and down the stairs. But after I went home and pondered over the event, I felt what I gained on the day was true happiness.
原来就觉得，哎呀，反正也不用做饭，就给大家。
We thought we didn't have to cook for everyone, as we could buy buns for our volunteers to eat. We thought there wasn't much work to do, but it wasn't so. The setup for the registration, desserts, fruits, and the VIP areas were very different.
Volunteers' attention to details also brings love to everyone present.
To help encourage vegetarianism and environmental awareness, Malaysian Tzu Chis in Penang initiated a 2-month vegetarian challenge amongst their peers in school. Thanks to the overwhelming response, over 500 people joined the effort, and more than 2,800 vegetarian meals were eaten. Let's check out the vegetarian challenge.
Tzu Chis in Penang, Malaysia are challenging their peers in a vegetarian campaign, with a total of 500 students from 7 schools responding to the call. To help, a vegetarian shop owner is showing her support.
It doesn't matter how many lunchboxes they order. The most important thing is that they enjoy eating vegetarian food. I said no matter the amount, I'll deliver it, as long as they're willing to eat it.
Part 1 of the campaign was to post via social media 7 days in a row one's vegetarian meals and challenge someone to participate. Part 2 of the challenge was to adopt a certain number of days to eat vegetarian food, and the participants will receive free meals for those days.
I wanted to see for myself the benefits of eating vegetarian, so I thought I'd challenge myself.
In the past, I'd only eat vegetarian meals during lunch, but I wanted to reach my goal, so I've been eating it for 3 of my meals.
This vegetarian challenge has also attracted the support of restaurants in Penang, as everyone hopes that more people respond to the event.
In California, the Tzu Chi Medical Foundation in the U.S. recently held a year-end blessing ceremony to express their gratitude for the past year. The mayor of San Gabriel also attended to say thank you to the foundation for all of their help in his city. That's all the time we have for today. Please enjoy these images at the end of the program, and we'll see you next time.
Love's the language of our souls. Love's held in hearts, not hands alone. Love's our small wish for you to enjoy. We wish you forever peace and joy. Love walks tall while sharing smiles. Love's found in silent gratitude's eyes. Love's giving more than yesterday, believing strong, brave and not afraid.